Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with smartoptiontrading.com. It is Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. The 2nd of February. This is our weekly recap. I hope you're all having a good week. It's been a great week, but a tough week here. If you want to join us, link in the description below, smartoptiontrading.com. We'd love to have you join our trading room and see you soon. So let's talk about this week as we're just putting in a new all-time high here on the markets. And no matter how you want to look at it, this rally's getting long in the tooth. That said, here we are, a new all-time high today. And if you look at this week and we zoom in here, here you go. Tuesday night, we had Google bad earnings. AMD guided down for next quarter, and Microsoft guidance was a little light on a good report, and we gapped down. And you would think we would have sold. Then we had the Fed decision, and Powell spoke, and Powell finally admitted that there'll be no rate hike in rate cut in March, and the market dropped and closed on the lows. This you should get follow through down. Instead, we did what we've been doing all the time in here. We gapped up, we trapped the shorts, we pushed up yesterday. Last night we had a blowout report from Meta. Their profits were up huge. They guided up. They're starting a dividend at 50 cents. They did a $50 billion buyback, and they started hiring again. Amazon had a blowout report. AMC was good. Apple was a turd and nobody cared. And if you don't think Apple was a turd, you need to listen to that conference call. No matter how big of an Apple fan you are, that was a horrible report and guidance was worse. China is giving them fits. So here we are today. The market should have sold off. Instead, we open up flat. We have non-farm payroll comes in incredibly hot. Look at this 5-minute chart, right? We have this non-farm payroll or up high, non-farm payroll, huge hot wages, hourly wages are up huge. That's inflationary. And the market shrugs it off and puts a new all-time high in. So what do I say? At some point, we're going to come in, but today wasn't that day. Now, we do have Powell speaking on Sunday night. He'll be on 60 Minutes. It's a pre-recorded interview that he shot, I believe, today. But this market remains thin. And if you're looking for the biggest problem here in the market, small caps continue to not really play. The energy sector has been left for dead. Biotech is doing nothing. The financials have had some strength. We had a nice move today. We put a new 52-week high in on the XLF. JP Morgan put a new all-time high. But when you really look what's going on, it's all back to your big tech names. Meta today with a move for the ages. Traded this morning a couple times. Beautiful move. Look at the size of this gap and go. I mean, you were up, $85 at one point, basically. That's just incredible move here on Meta. This will eventually get itself to 500 if the market doesn't fall in. You got to look at it this way. We'll keep an eye on that. Amazon talked this morning, loved it. Finally broke to the upside, 172. This will work its way to the all-time high of 188 and change eventually off this report. Microsoft's report, there was nothing wrong with it. When they guided a little lower than the mid-range. So, it was still in the range, but just on the lighter side. Not far. Look at the down candle off of their earnings. Look at this vicious candle. Next day you gap up, and here we are almost back to the 415.32 highs. That's what's making this market so hard. NVIDIA today, again, it's the name of the loves, going up 30 plus bucks just because it's NVIDIA. I mean, this rally on this name has been just incredible at this point. This one looks like it wants to work its way towards 700. It's got a couple weeks yet before it reports. AMD, despite all the negativity and guiding down, okay, yeah, we already took back all the earnings weakness and we're not far from all-time highs. Very tough here, this market. Google remains weak for their bad report. Hasn't gotten to that gap yet, but that's something we'll keep an eye on. By the way, this is what we call an island top here. We gapped up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, gap down, and everybody up there is now trapped inside there. And then there's Apple. Apple should have been destroyed today. Instead, it comes down and comes back and goes green and takes back all the earnings weakness. It's the market we're in. For this week, we traded SoFi on Monday. I made a little bit of money there. Visa was a nice little trade here on Tuesday, along with Microsoft. We were in out AMD, the ES, the NQs. Amazon was a great trade after hours this week, and today was all Meta. Didn't trade all that much this week, but the trades I made were really nice. So with that said, I'm going to wish you guys a wonderful weekend. If you want to join us, link in the description below. And Powell, 7 o'clock on 60 Minutes on Sunday night. I'll catch you guys in the room on Monday morning.